beautiful sunrise this morning, and can you believe we've been through 365 of those? That's when WHO officially declared COVID-19 a global pandemic. Does it feel like a year for you, Sid? Good morning, everybody. Good to see you. Does it seem longer than that?
I've been a little fortunate, and I think you and some people in this room could probably sympathize. If you've been working steady,
yeah. And
I know the work at times has been difficult with Zoom calls and whatnot. And I mean, I was looking at a computer screen in my basement for a year. Mm-hmm. So some of the days did actually move, but for so many people out there, and this is where we get to the mental health aspect of what's gone on the last 365 days, it's been a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
And the days haven't moved. So honestly, I'm sitting here, not only am I fortunate to be on day 2 of this crew, but the year has not felt long for me because it's been kind of busy. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean I haven't had anxiety or been angry or been concerned or worried like everyone else at home. So it's been a mix at times, but generally it's moved. What about you?
Yeah, it's
You've been
funny.
busy.
I felt guilty telling my friends who worked in hair salons or it depends where they are in the business. Some of them have been home, I think for 9 months of the year, if you can believe it. So some for 12.
Yeah.
So I felt guilty saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted." Because we launched a national show and there was more and more and more with less people here to do it, which I was like, who am I to complain? Because I'm so lucky I have somewhere to go to. I don't think I would have kept my sanity if I had to stay home this long. And I feel for anybody who feels trapped and stuck, it's the sameness.
Yeah.
Same, day in, day out. When's it ending? Oh, glimmer of hope. Nope, second wave. Oh, get through Christmas. Bleak winter. Now vaccine rollout slower going than people thought it would be. I feel like we are getting some relief. There is light at the end of that tunnel. We don't know exactly when it will be. Some say June for people in Ontario. Some say end of September. Worst case scenario, hopefully. But I just feel for anybody, kids, who can't be with their friends in class. Like, think about as a kid, like your entire grade 5 being at home or grade 6. These are pivotal years, right? Where you're figuring where you stand in the classroom, or I don't know, it's just graduations, proms, all that stuff. So I think there's going to be long-term effects. We definitely have a doctor and a clinical psychologist coming up at 7:20 to break all that down, how to deal if you feel like you can't anymore. Always reach out to somebody. But we are all in this together. That was the first hashtag that went viral. Remember that?
Absolutely.
In this together, and we
true.
are.
It's
Literally.
True. Frank Ferragini is with us right now. Has this year felt long for you, Frankie?
Oh, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I will tell you that it has been a long year, number one. And then also, I can remember a year ago, Dina, when the NBA canceled. I remember sitting beside you. We were talking in that morning chat, and I said, this is going to get worse. I was getting, I was listening and watching Contagion, so I thought it was going to get way worse than what it was going to be. But I knew it was going to be a long haul. But it seems like it's more in front of me now than ever before. My son's school, the high school, has been getting multiple cases over the last week or 10 days. And so I'm even more afraid, even though we're right near the end. We're right near that. You're almost running to the finish mark right now.
Almost taste it, yeah.
Yeah, but that's when you got to run the hardest, right?
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, that's when you got to run the hardest. You don't sit back and relax at the end of the race. You try to give it your all. So people got to keep up all their guards right now.
Yes, and you got to find reasons to smile, to keep going, whether it's blasting your music or thank you sharing your mornings with us, because we talk about it all. And we want to read your tweets all morning long. Keep them coming at Breakfast TV. Let's get through a couple. Connie says, to me, this past year has been a time of stress and worry as a frontline worker. I have not been so worried about being sick myself, but passing it on to somebody else, especially my dad. I have not seen my dad more than a handful of times throughout the past year, and then it was. Mike M says, pulled back the curtain on my family, revealing those who cared and those who did not. Interesting. Made me realize the selfishness of people. Returning to normal will be an oxymoronic status. That's insightful. And Mike R says, I'm losing my freaking mind. Talk about it. It helps. Talk to somebody.
Yeah, a few of us have been there already. This is the topic all morning, again, at Breakfast TV on Twitter. What has the last year meant to you? This discussion is happening the whole morning. It's been a year since it got real. Let's talk about it. It's 7 o'clock. You're watching BT.